Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and those in TV land. I am not Marianne McCallan. I am Adam Quasman. We'll be chairing this Development Review Board meeting this afternoon. The purpose of the Development Review Board is to maintain the quality of development in Scottsdale by reviewing all of the design aspects of a proposed development and the relationship of its Scottsdale components to the surrounding environment and community. The board also reviews all preliminary plats for subdivisions to assure conformance to policies and ordinance requirements. This agenda for today will consist of a roll call, a public comment of non-agendized items, administrative reports, minutes of approval of the prior meeting, and action items. A roll call vote will be taken after each item's motion. The liaison will call each board member's name to indicate their desired vote for that item. After the vote has been counted, and the liaison may read out the final vote. Citizens wishing to speak during public comment time or to speak specifically on any agenda item may fill out a blue request to speak card to the staff table before the agenda item is to be discussed. And citizens interested in submitting a written comment on any item may submit a yellow written comments card in person to the staff table prior to the beginning of public testimony. We're having fun here. Yes. Life is way too short not to do this in a fun method. Serious subjects, serious growth for Scottsdale, done fun. When called, please come to the podium, state your name, address, begin speaking. Groups wishing to speak should elect a spokesperson to represent the views of the group. To facilitate the meeting, your comment will be limited to 3 minutes for individual speakers, with 1 additional minute for each additional individual present at the time of the meeting who has contributed their time to a representative speaker, up to a total of 10 minutes. I remind our audience that the board's review relates to design matters and does not include consideration of existing zoning district designations, zoning entitlements, or the allowed uses within the zoning districts. The board's motion may be to approve with modified stipulations, to deny the request, or to continue the case. Thank you for your interest and time. Now let's begin the meeting with the roll call.
Councilman Quasman?
Yes.
Vice Chair Brand?
Here.
Commissioner Joyner?
Yes.
Board Member Pieser?
Here.
Board Member Fakih? Board Member Mason?
Here.
Board Member Robinson? Thank you.
All right. So we have, it looks like that we have 2 blue sheet requests to speak items for individuals today for non-agendized items. The first, in no particular order, will be Malin Pankowitz. If I did not pronounce that correctly, I apologize. You could tell me at the podium. Where would you like to be? Go ahead, come on down. The chair recognizes 3 minutes.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Chair, members of the board. My name is Malin Pankiewicz. I'm a resident at 303 North Miller Road. My unit number is Unit 2019. I left work today to be here again. I was here last week. And bring to your attention a case that we'll review in your next meeting called the Arden. This is a development proposed to have balconies approximately 21 feet west from our bedroom windows. After reviewing the plan set for the development, I can say with certainty that there has been no context sensitivity given in the plans. I am requesting that the board members take note of our concerns today to review the case and provide an informed vote during the next session. In regards to layout, the 3-story, 100-foot-long proposed building in the southeast corner of the development is less than 21 feet away from our bedroom windows, completely removing our natural light in our unit's bedrooms and the natural light needed for our mature landscape and the development's proposed landscape to grow. In addition, the proposed design has 10 balconies facing our bedroom windows at this minimal distance. In regard to landscape, the landscape plan is haphazard, sprinkling trees throughout in ways that block our existing gate and even their proposed trash pickup. And yet, trees are not even provided to screen the south facade of their own south building. The development also provides an open landscape area by the Miller Road sidewalk near traffic where it's unusable, instead of utilizing this open space to buffer our properties and provide additional spacing. Regarding the access to the site, the plans show our west gate blocked by trees and the southeast portion of the plan completely open with no gate. In speaking to the development of the site, which have only returned our calls placed almost a year ago once the project was already scheduled for your hearing, we have been provided Band-Aids for these issues that are not truly fixing the design shortcomings and continue to cater to fitting the highest possible number of units on site without care for design or the neighbors' well-being. These solutions include privacy film for our windows and additional trees in our landscape buffer, even though if approved, the trees would only receive 1 to 2 hours of sunlight per day. It is unclear what species of trees would actually thrive in these conditions without costing our association additional water. These solutions do not address our concerns regarding the total loss of natural light. I want to be clear that all of us neighbors understand the development standards of R5 zoning district, and we're not opposed to development next to us. We are opposed, however, to designs that completely ignore context and our existence and our proximity and property values. We know that the DRB members are here to vote to maintain quality development in our city with special review of layout of proposed developments, which is currently our highest concern. We appreciate your attention to this matter when reviewing your next packet. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Pankiewicz. Apologize for the mispronunciation of your name coming up. The second request to speak is Trevor Kraus. I recognize you, the chair recognizes you for 3 minutes when you start.
Mr. Chair and members of the board, my name is Trevor Kraus. I am the HOA president and a property owner at 303 North Miller Road, Casa de Amigos condominiums. I'm here to ask the board that you please take notes on my request to you. My unit at Casa de Amigos sits only 15 feet east from a lot where there's a proposed development that you'll vote on in your next meeting, the Arden, which is case number 32DR 2024. I'm here ahead of the hearing to give you a heads up on our community's concerns regarding the layout and design of this development, which at 3 stories will remove basic sun access from the west side of our 2-story building. I want to let you know that we're fully aware of the R5 requirements for setbacks and understand that the developer can build to the minimum standards of R5 zoning into 3 stories. We recognize that. We don't oppose this or development next to us, but we do oppose the lack of context sensitivity that was given in setting this plan up for your review. It seems the existence of our condos wasn't even a consideration in these plans. I'm here to ask you ahead of time that you review this request upon receiving your packet from the perspective that we have at Casa de Amigos. Our southwestmost building has bedroom windows so that if the development is approved and built as proposed will completely lack natural sunlight from the sun, and privacy will be removed with a new 3-story building towering over us at 21 feet away. And that includes their balconies looking directly into our bedrooms. In addition, along our west side, we have landscape and decades-old mature trees that we will see completely reduced to insignificant old solar access. The lack of sun access will undoubtedly kill our landscape due to the screening from this abutting 3-story development, and it would cast a perpetual shadow on our trees and bedrooms. Not only will we lose the investment in our landscaping, but we will eventually lose significant resale value and equity within our affected units. Our largest concern is the minimal separation provided between buildings in the Arden southeast corner and our units in the southwest corner of our existing development. We have reviewed all the existing R5 developments adjacent to each other in our neighborhoods, and we could not find a similar condition where the distance is so minimal between adjacent developments and which the construction is actually relying on the established development to provide all the buffering. In every case, despite being able to build to minimal and no setback in R5 zoning, design considerations were applied in previous developments to ensure sun, solar access, and privacy. It seems like none of these basic considerations have occurred in our case. Approval of this development, as it is proposed, will set a precedent in our neighborhood of non-context sensitive construction that leaves behind the permanent consequences of poorly planned building locations with no access to natural sunlight. We have worked in good faith with the developers' representatives on our concerns, and they state that they are unable to reorganize the layout of the site to provide more distance and natural light. I find that to be untrue. It's a shame because the 20-foot distance between our building and their proposed building will not only reduce our property values, it will also reduce their values and affect their landscape as well. Everyone will benefit from more distance between our buildings. I appreciate you for your time and listening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kraus. Mr. Carr, are there any other blue sheets that have been submitted or any yellow sheets for requests to speak for non-agendized items?
Mr. Chairman, there are not.
Okay, with that, I'm closing non-agendized public comment, and we're going to move right along to the administrative report where the chair recognizes Mr. Carr.
Thank you, Councilman, and welcome for your first meeting here at the DRB. Thanks for joining us. Just want to note that we will be hosting our next meeting October 9th, and that is the second week in October, so just a little bit of difference, just like this month where we're having back-to-back meetings, October 9th, October 16th, so keep that in mind for your scheduling. And I just want to note that I understand that there is a desire to have a presentation on the first 3 items on the consent agenda, so the applicant is prepared to give a brief presentation on that for the board. But there is one other agenda item at the end of the agenda, 14DR 2024, so I would suggest maybe just taking that item for review and approval separately so you can get that out of the way first. That concludes my administrative report, Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Carr. And do we need a vote to remove that from the agendized, number 6, to remove it from the consent agenda in order to take it first?
Chairman, you can. If it depends on if you plan to have more discussion on it. If that's the case, I would, take that. And you don't have to have a vote. You can just say we're moving that to the regular agenda.
We'll move that to the regular agenda then. We'll go ahead and do that without objection. So ordered.
Oh, is there, hold on, I'm only clarifying because I'm the one that made the request to move to have a applicant presentation for items 1, 2, and 3. Would we rather move items 1, 2, and 3 to the regular agenda? Is the idea to get the consent, if it's still on consent, that we would take the vote and just get them done? Item 4 on consent? Is that?
Yeah,
or
that's
item
actually,
6?
excuse me, Vice Chair, it's item number 6, that you would stay on the consent. The other 3
We'd stay
ahead of
on
that.
consent. Okay, I thought there was a motion to move item 6 to the regular agenda and 1, 2, and 3 stay on consent.
No, I think the
Okay.
opposite of that.
Okay, that'd be perfect.
My understanding at first was in alignment with the vice chair's thought process, but so just to make sure that we're on the same page, Mr. Carr, can you please make a recommendation for me to then confirm that?
Yeah, absolutely,
to the
Mr. Chairman. I would recommend that the board move items number 3, 4, and 5 to the regular agenda and keep item number 6 on the consent agenda, and then vote on item 6 first on the consent agenda before hearing a presentation on those other 3 items.
That's reasonable. So with that, I withdraw the prior order to move number 6 to the regular agenda, leaving it on the consent agenda, and then seek to move, without objection, items 3, 4, and 5 to the regular agenda so that we may vote on the singular item 6 on the consent agenda. All right. So, minutes.
Well, we need to take a vote.
Do we need to take a vote on that?
You do not, Chairman.
didn't
You
think
can.
so.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But that is okay.
I thought we needed to vote on the consent agenda.
No, we are good. So,
Okay.
with that, for those of you tuning in at home, this is parliamentary procedure, fun, and I recommend everybody getting their rules of order, little booklet at home. Just feel free to contact the council, and we'll send you a PDF copy. Minutes. Item number 2, approval of the September 11th, 2025 DRB regular meeting minutes. Without objection, can we approve those minutes?
I'm going to move to approve the regular meeting minutes from the September 11th, 2025 DRB meeting as presented.
I'll second it.
Councilman Quasman,
Yes.
Vice Chair Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Joyner,
Yes.
Board Member Peaser,
Yes.
Board Member Mason.
Yes.
Motion passes. Thank you.
All right.
Excuse me, Mr. Quasman, your mic is muted there.
Moving right along to our action items of the day. The Development Review Board may take one vote to act on all items on the continuance agenda. We've already done that, but persons interested in speaking on any agenda item may submit a blue request to speak card in person prior to the beginning of public testimony. Those wishing to speak are customarily given 3 minutes to speak on each item. Additional time may be granted to a designated speaker representing 2 or more persons. You could submit those cards together. Persons interested in submitting a written comment on any item may submit a yellow written comments card in person prior to the beginning of a public testimony, or may submit it electronically at the Development Review Board website no later than 90 minutes prior to the meeting. So those written comments would not be available today. So there we have it. Let's move. We have the consent agenda done, so now we will go to item number 3. Is that correct, Mr. Carr?
I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman, you actually need to get a motion and a vote on item number 6 first.
Okay, that is correct. We have the consent agenda.
I'll go ahead and, sorry, I'll move to approve case number 14-DR-2024 per the staff recommended stipulations after finding that the development application meets the applicable Development Review Board criteria and the additional findings for development in the Old Town area.
I second it.
Councilman Quasman,
Aye.
Vice Chair Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Joyner,
Yes.
Board Member Peaser,
Yes.
Board Member Mason.
Yes.
Motion passes. Thank you.
Moving right along. Thank you very much. Moving to now would be regular agenda item number 1, which formerly known as consent agenda item number 3. Well, are we going to do this, Mr. Carr, are we doing this one at a time, or are we doing this all together?
I believe the applicant is going to present all 3 applications
that.
for the Princess together.
Great team we got going. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Joyner. The chair recognizes the Honorable Chairman Tom Galvin.
Not today. Just Attorney Tom Galvin, sir. So, Councilman Quasman, members of the board, it's good to see you. Tom Galvin with Rose Law Group on behalf of the applicant, Jordan Rose, on behalf of the real true applicant here, which is a jewel here in Scottsdale, the Fairmont Scottsdale Princess. We do have a lengthier presentation, but for your edification, Councilman Quasman, and for your request, Vice Chair Brand, we're just going to go through the highlights of the project just to show, but there are some points that I do want to emphasize. One is our development team. This is a considerably good group of folks here, and in fact, they're sitting in the last row, architects and 1 engineer, but you can see that a lot of good work has been put into this project by really good, smart expertise and people. But this is the biggest point of emphasis I want to have, is that this has been a long time coming. We submitted a DR package for approved villas and bungalows back in 2022, and I want to thank everyone here on staff here sitting to my left and everyone else on staff who's been working on it, because they've been working on it for a very long time. In 2023, the new parking garage was approved, and in fact, the parking garage is now open. It has literally 949 parking spaces, which is almost 1,000 spaces, which can definitely meet the needs of this beautiful project. And in 2024, there was an amendment to the development plan approved by the City Council, which includes what you're going to see here in the presentation, the conference center, the guest tower, and the restaurants, which brings us to today, long pause, 2025, a DRB hearing for the conference center, guest tower, and villas bungalows. Regarding the existing conference room, this is an expansion project, Mr. Brand. This is adding 10,000 square feet of meeting space and a new ballroom of 25,000 square feet. I actually want to bring your attention to what is called the new parking garage directly to the right of what's highlighted in yellow. That is an existing parking garage, so this aerial photo here is out of date. That parking garage is now open with those 949 sites that I specifically referenced earlier. But the conference center would be here, And I'm just going to take you quickly here through the renderings. And as you can see, they are completely in the same pattern and style as the existing Fairmont Scottsdale Princess. Once again, this is what I consider to be a jewel of the city of Scottsdale. It has attracted worldwide attention. Of course, the city of Scottsdale would be happy to see that the Fairmont intends to have the same look with the new facilities. And then now, secondly, we're going to replace what has been an event tent with a new guest wing, 155 rooms and 31 underground parking spaces. So once again, even more parking that will be specifically for this use. And as you can see here in our slide, this is where the new guest room wing will be. And as you can see through that yellow highlighted area, that's where the tent is. So I think this will be considerably better than a tent. And look how beautiful this is. This is the new guest wing from a northwest perspective of the Cottage Terrace and Hacienda Way. Here's another photo. And then finally, replacing the event lawn with new villas and bungalows, 37 villas and 6 bungalows, relocating the event lawn to the center of the conference center, which just makes it just much more beautiful and much more useful for the site and everyone to enjoy it. And this is what the villas would look like. And hopefully this has been helpful for you. And I really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Galvin. The chair opens it up to the other members if they have any questions. Mr. Vice Chair.
Thank you. I don't have any questions. I thought the scale and the presence of the project within the community warranted a presentation at the hearing. I'll just say it's great work. I really appreciate the design team and the development team. It has been a long time coming. It was good to see the history of the. I'm happy that you did the presentation just because some of that historical reference is not in the staff provided packet that we have. So again, I think the project is great. It's going to be a landmark project, and kudos to everyone involved in the project.
Thank you, sir, and thank you, Councilman.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I have seen the development over all the time I've spent on DRB and planning, and I just want to commend you. I am so excited that the Princess Group and the development team is making this investment in Scottsdale. It is truly a jewel. So thank you for all of your work, and thank you for your work. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you again to everybody involved. This is just, it's gorgeous. Simply gorgeous. Do you have any other questions that
No.
you'd like to answer with that?
Thank you very much, Council.
Okay.
Good to see you. Thank you.
That I will move to approve items number 3, 4, and 5. Let me make sure that I utilize the correct nomenclature, Mr. Carr. So I'm just going to move to approve items 3, 4, and 5. There we go. That's what we're looking for. 38 DR 2022, 38 DR 2022 number 2, and 38 DR 2022 number 3, and 14 DR 2024, per the staff recommended stipulations after finding that the development applications meet the applicable Development Review Board criteria and the additional findings for development. Is that correct in the Old Town area? Is that correct on there?
The Old Town part applied to the prior case, but you're good.
Prior case, right. That would not have applied. Right.
I'd second.
Let me say that again. I need to say that again. I'm going to clean that up. We'll clean that up. This is first time, we're chairman. The last time, Ms. Joyner, I chaired a committee, it was the Committee of the Whole in the Arizona House of Representatives in 2013. So we're shaking off the cobwebs and getting back on the field. All right, let's try that again, Mr. Carr. I move to approve cases 38 DR 2022, 38 DR 2022 number 2, 38 DR 2022 number 3, and 14 DR, no, that is all. And that is all per the staff recommendation stipulations after finding that the development applications meet the applicable criteria of the Development Review Board. And that is all.
Second.
Councilman Quasman,
Aye.
Vice Chair Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Joyner,
Yes.
Board Member Peaser,
Yes.
Board Member Mason.
Yes.
Motion passes. Thank you.
With that, I move to adjourn.
Just a simple aye from the concurring from the.
So moved. Aye.
Yes.